Welcome back. Today I got the Superbox S3 Pro. This is their, I believe it's their latest and greatest model. I was asked to check it out, to be like, hey, check it out. Let us know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As you guys know, I have a history with Superbox, so some of the devices, they work good. My gripe is how they could just turn off your devices at will. So one of the things that I will say is when you do get this device, make sure it is activated. I actually have some videos on the Rohas Tech channel on if it's acting, you'll get a little message that says abnormal device. That means the device is not activated. So wherever you bought it from, make sure you contact them if you get that error. Any errors that you get, you need to reach the person that you bought it from. And what I would suggest is the second you get this device, plug it in, make sure it works, and also check the return policy before you purchase it, just in case you're not happy. Okay, here we go. We're going to go to the bottom camera here so that way you guys can see what you get. So there is the Superbox. We're going to go through all the specs here. Here is the device. It's the thing here is this device, it does feel like it's cheaply made, cheap plastic. The power supply though, it looks very not expensive, but it looks premium. Now for here you got two USBs, looks like one 3.0, one 2.0. You got a reset button, TF card slot if you want to expand your storage. Here on the sides you got your power, your AV IR. There's no IR cable though. HDMI, which they provide you an HDMI cable, Ethernet, and optical. So pretty good. I had this thing plugged in overnight and doesn't overheat or nothing like that. I do have this remote. The remote here where it says TV controls, you could program this to your TV, and there is some instructions here in the back. You do have your power and mute for the device itself. And then here you have some shortcuts. You have your play, pause, stop, forward, rewind. Of course, you got your home button, your back button. This is a cool feature here. They have your mouse, information, up, down, left, right, okay. Your volume here for the device, and again, next and reverse. You got a microphone right there. This looks like a settings, looks like maybe a menu option. Of course, your numbers right there. It does not come with batteries, so you need to get your own batteries, and you're gonna need two AAA batteries. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the device here. I've been playing with this guy for a while. So here we go. When I did add YouTube here at the bottom, and it says here to remove your favorite app, it says press the menu button on the remote. So if I come here, and I'm guessing it's going to be this bottom button down there, if I do click on that, oh, it did remove it. Wow. And that was an instant remove. Cool. That's pretty nice. The one thing I will have to say too is with the remote, the box is back here and I'm pointing it this way. So if I hit up, as you can see here, it moved up, and now it's kind of moving. It's kind of doing its thing. So you have to make sure you point it at least in its vicinity, so that way it does pick up the remote there. Now, you do see live TV, VOD playback. If you do select any of this stuff, it's going to be blank. You have to add your own stuff. So let's just say you got Sling TV, you got YouTube TV, whatever it is, that's where you're going to do it. You're going to want to download it, add it right there. And remember, all of that stuff is paid subscription stuff. Down here at the bottom, this is your little gear icon. So if you select this guy, you're going to get to your menu items right here. Very, very simple here. At the next one, you're going to see that little folder. This folder is if you download any apps, any APKs, you go to local memory, you come down here to download, and then whatever you downloaded, this is where it's going to be at. So keep that in mind. Pretty easy, and then just back all the way out. Now, this little rocket here, this actually clears the cache from the device, which is nice. Clears the cache and does everything very nice. This is a speed test. The only thing I don't like about the speed test, it goes to fast.com. I like speedtest.net is my go-to, and fast.com's okay, and for whatever reason, it's not wanting to work right now. So that's fine. If you hit that little trash thing, anything that you've downloaded, you could get rid of. This next one here at the bottom, this is to set up the mic right there, so I'm not going to do that. The FN key, this is nice because you could actually, it says numbers 0 through 9. You could actually add keys right here as shortcuts, so that's pretty neat also. And then if you have any kind of issues, select this thing. Give it a few seconds. I normally wait a few seconds for this to pop up. As you can see, it's kind of a little bit slow right now. But there is your QR codes. That way, if you guys need to get a hold of them, this is where you can do it. They have that WhatsApp, they have Facebook, YouTube, and their website. So pretty good stuff there. All right, so the next thing here is your app store. If you come here to the app store, you're going to have two options, Play Store or App Store. Then of course you could add different ones. So if you got like Aptoid and stuff like that, anything that has like an app store, that's where you're going to be able to do it. As far as your VOD and your playback, this is just, you add your own stuff. So again, like Disney Plus, Hulu, stuff like that, you pay for that stuff. It's paid subscriptions. That's where you can do it. Now, for this shortcut thing, I was able to get YouTube here. So I'm going to add this here on YouTube. Let's go ahead and add that there. And then if I hit the back button, there it goes. So I'm going to hit YouTube and it's going to take me over to YouTube. And of course, give it a few seconds here and let's try a search option here of Beyond the Streams. Now, the very first thing I like to test out is, can this handle 4K quality, like true 4K? And we're going to go into the specs here real quick also. So if we come here to the virtual dog fence from Spot On, that was a great combo. It pulls up just fine. Now I am going to hit that mute button. So as you can see, it does mute and it did pull up. It actually looks pretty nice the way it's pulling up right now. I'm going to hit more. It looks like it's pulling it up at 2K right there. So if I do hit 2K, it says 2160. So let me go ahead and switch that over to 2160. I'm going to go ahead and unmute myself. That way you guys, maybe that little thing, there it goes away. So looks pretty good right now. It's, again, running pretty smooth. I'm actually pretty impressed. I did have issues with it before at running at 2G, so make sure you guys are on that 5G and make sure the antennas are pretty visible to your stuff. So that's actually pretty nice. Now, the next thing is the apps. What do you get? When it comes to this, you get the Play Store and the App Store, Gallery, Google, TV-ROM updater, system update, the Super Control Music, and Miracast. I added YouTube and I added IDA64. Now, when it comes to your TV-ROM updater, this is the one thing I will say. Click on this and check for an update. So you don't have to check for it all the time. Sometimes there might be some firmware updates. This is where you're going to find it. Now, if we do go here to IDA64, this gives you the guts. This gives you everything that's inside the device. So manufacturer right here, Allwinner. I like Allwinner a lot. Allwinner is actually really, really good. As you can see, models of Superbox S3 Pro. It is 2 gigs of RAM and it's advertised as 32 gigs of internal storage, but you're actually left with 22.9. So almost 23 gigs, which is not bad. You have a lot of room to play with. Bluetooth version is 4+. As far as the CPU goes, you are running a quad-core ARM Cortex A53, which is fine. Allwinner H6, which is good. For the GPU, you are running a Mali T720, which is great. My capture card is running at 1920 by 1080, so it's pulling the full resolution. As far as the Android, you are running Android 9, and I know right now I think we're on Android 12 and 13 is already being tested. So I kind of wish this was at least running Android 10, but that's okay. The device is rooted. Now, when it comes to codecs, this is like the biggest thing when it comes to codecs. And I have a couple things here that I was testing it out before. I did the update, so I'm going to be checking this out now. So this does say on the box, H265, as you can see right there. If you look a little bit closer at the top right there, it does say H265, and I know it's a little blurry. MPEG 4 AVC, I think is what it is. MPEG 4 AVC. MPEG-4/AVC. So I'm going to look for something within that. MPEG 4, and maybe they're trying to say MPEG 4 is one of them and AVC is the other one. So we'll see how this, what this shows. So as far as your audio goes, here at the top, you have your MP4, 3GPP, AMR, ALA, MLAW, your FLOC, MPEG, Opus, like you're gonna have everything for surround sound as long as you have the equipment to do it. Now you do have H.264, which does push 4K, which is great. You do have all-winner 3GPP, HEVC, 263, MPEG-2. You have all that stuff. So we were looking for what MP4, MPEG-4, and specifically MPEG. So we do see MP4. I'm going to keep going down towards the bottom. Maybe there's some more codecs here. There's your AVC. So I kind of wished whatever's on the box, you could actually see it. So that's my only thing. Now, when you do advertise 6K, 6K is going to be just an upscale of 4K. These codecs, they do upscale it so it looks really, really good. But 6K is like an in-between 4K and 8K. There's no such thing as a 6K TV. So there it is. There's your codecs right there. Now, when it comes to to Google, one of the things that people always ask, like, is this easy to search? Now, if I do click on, and again, as you can see, it's highlighted right there. If I do click on it, nothing really happens. I actually have to click on this mouse, and it says enter mouse mode, and then I got to move up and select it. Once I'm in there, then I could do whatever I want. So I got to exit the mouse mode and get in here. Now, let's just say I was going to search for IDA 64. I just got to search for it. Now, the one thing I will say too is when I am moving the mouse around, sometimes the mouse gets a little bit jumpy where it'll lose connection and then it'll reset its connection and then it'll kind of jump. So other than that, it actually works pretty good. Now, so here's IDA 64. And again, I'm going to just show you guys here what I'm doing. If I am trying to move up or down, sometimes it doesn't want to do it. So what I do is I got to enter that mouse mode. I got to move it down here and let it know this is where I want. I click on anything where it doesn't show the hand. So as you can see, there's a finger. That means I'm going to click in. I'm going to click on the screen where it shows the line because I don't want to select it. Now, if I exit out of mouse mode, now I'm able to move this thing up or down. So as you can see, a little finicky, it's kind of picky with some of the stuff that it does do. Somewhat clunky. You're almost going to want to get a some sort of mouse remote because sometimes, there you go, sometimes with this stuff, it's going to work. Sometimes it might get a little bit stuck. Now, the biggest thing here, of course, is the App Store. If you do get anything that says abnormal device or whatever, then contact whoever it is that you purchase this from to fix it. So what they need to do is they need to activate this device. From here, you do have your Blue VOD, you got your Blue TV playback. This is the stuff that they have. This is the stuff that you're purchasing from them. And of course, their App Store if you need to update it or anything like that. Now, of course, here's YouTube, here's Hulu. With Hulu, it's a paid subscription. Same thing with Disney Plus, paid subscription. All of that stuff is going to be paid subscriptions. So keep that in mind as you're doing it. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's a big overview on everything about this device. This device is going to be those who just want to purchase something. It's a one and done and they don't have to mess with it. This device has been around for quite some time. And yeah, for me, when it comes to the price point, and I think they're different. The different resellers always have different price points, and you might get some kind of discount codes or some kind of discounted something. When you do get something like that, you got to be sure when you do contact them that they've been around for a little bit, because they have full control of shutting these devices off at will. And again, you have to get them activated from them at will. So if you have any issues with the device, contact the person that you bought it from, and they should be able to take care of you. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. The device, again, is those who just want a out of the box, boom, you're in. As long as it lasts for like about a year, you pretty much have made your money. And some of us have some very high bills and stuff. Yeah, as long as this device lasts, then it pays for itself within time. And yeah, pretty much that's all I got to say about this device. Hope you guys appreciate this video. Try to bring you guys everything that is out. And yeah, you guys take care of each other. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.